talking about how to get 1,000 subscribers fast and how to get 4,000 hours of watch time. Before we get into anything, do y'all like my new intro? I love it. If you need an intro made, all my info is down below in the description box, y'all. If you all hear anything in the background today, it is my cat's meow, so please just ignore the background noises. My cat literally loves to be up under me no matter where I am or what I'm doing. So this is a nail channel, however, this applies to different genres. If you do other things outside of nails, it can apply to anybody who is on YouTube. These are just a few things that I did personally to get my engagement up, to also get subscribers really fast, and to get my watch hours up so that I could get monetized. This video is going to be fairly short because really there aren't that many things that you need to do to meet the criteria to get monetized. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. This video actually turned out a lot longer than expected, so grab a snack, grab a seat. So I actually started my YouTube in, I believe it's November of 2021, and I actually got monetized in April of 2022. So it did not take me too long to get monetized at all. I believe it was 5 or 6 months, maybe a little less. It did not take me very long to get 1,000 subscribers, nor did it take me very long to get 4,000 watch hours. I actually hit my watch hours before I hit my subscriber point, if I'm not mistaken. I think some people have a harder time hitting their watch hours before their subscribers. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot of people get their subscribers and then they're still working on their watch hours. However, it was complete opposite for me. But what I did for the watch hours, just keep an ear out for that. I can't believe I forgot to tell y'all to download the YouTube Tracker app. Like, y'all have to download that app. It's going to help you tremendously with keeping track of your subscribers and your watch hours. If you have not liked this video or subscribed to my channel, be sure to go do that right now. But the first thing that I want to get into is number one, content. If you have not already started a YouTube channel and you want to, this is your sign. Go ahead and register, create your account. Go ahead and sign up for a YouTube channel. Like, I promise you, it's going to be the best thing that you did this year. This jacket is by Shein, by the way, if anybody's wondering. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a jacket in the house, it's because my wife likes to freeze me. So if you are already on YouTube, the first thing that I want to hit on is content. You want to make sure that your content is geared towards your audience. You want to make sure that your content is enjoyable. You don't want to be making content that is going to make people click out. So what I mean by that is engagement. When you are doing YouTube videos, you want to make sure that you're keeping the video interesting at least every 2 to 5 minutes, because you'd be surprised, 2 to 5 minutes doesn't seem like a long time, but it really is. Those time spans are very easy for somebody to get bored and click out of your video. So what I used to do when starting out in my YouTube journey, I would put little inserts of different clips from like random videos or random movies that were funny. That would keep people entertained, as well as me doing a tutorial. Now, when I first started out, this is geared toward nails, what I'm talking about right now, but when I first started out, I was not good at nails. I did not really have the information to give as far as doing like really informative videos for tutorials. So what I would do in place of that is kind of like joke around and make things funny. So I would put inserts or clips, something like this. Damn! And that, if somebody was getting bored, would wake them up and they would laugh and they would enjoy it. And also, it created a space for me to gain more comments because people were laughing and they were commenting on my video. So that is one of the things I did as far as content is concerned, to keep people engaged and to make sure that I was getting the hours, the watch hours that I needed for that video. The second thing that I would say about content and the watch hours is to definitely be sure that you are making your videos pretty long, but if you are making them long, make them interesting. I would not go over 25 minutes for a video. I just feel like 25 minutes is kind of long, and the attention span of people watching YouTube these days is very, very slim to none. So I would definitely make sure that your videos are very entertaining if they are long. Now, the shortest that I believe you can make a video to get monetized, for that video to be monetized, I believe it's like 8 to 10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that. But that is the shortest that I would do for videos. But the longest that I personally like to do is about 20 to 25 minutes. Anything longer, I always give them a warning in the beginning that it's going to be a very long video, so to grab a snack and a drink and sit down. Another thing that I would suggest for content, and this is again for anyone on YouTube, I would definitely stay up on trends. Whatever you are doing on YouTube, you want to stay up on the most updated thing that is concerning your YouTube channel. So whether it's tech, the new iPhones, whether it's fashion, you want to stay up on the latest trends. So for nails, obviously I gear towards Instagram, and I always look up what is trending. I'm always on Instagram. Social media is pretty much going to be your best friend in networking and keeping up with things, but that is something that I will get into on the next topic. Another thing that a lot of content creators don't know is that you can check your analytics and you can actually look at what your subscribers are watching. So under your analytics, it's going to show you what other channels your subscribers are actually watching as well as yours. What I do sometimes, if I'll just scan through to see like what my subscribers are watching, and usually they're watching some of the channels that I like to watch. So that makes me know and lets me know that I am on the right track and that I am giving content of things that they really want to see. These are all of the people who my content subscribers or my YouTube subscribers are also watching in addition to my channel. So as you can see, they are pretty much all nail YouTubers, and we all have around about the same content being pushed out. This is not to say go steal those content creators' content. You really don't even have to do that, because majority of nail techs are already doing around about the same stuff. Like, we all see the same trends. We all have the same pretty much ideas. Some people are just first to get to other things. And if you are taking an idea from another nail YouTuber or any nail tech at all, then make sure that you are crediting them in the description box that you are placing on your videos, and also just in the video as well. Like, you always want to give people a shout out if you are taking anything from them as far as content or as far as just ideas. So the last thing I have for content is, when I first started, this was a year ago, you guys, I actually was dropping my link to YouTube in people's Instagram messenger, like messages, DMs, whatever you want to call it. I was dropping my YouTube link in people's Instagram DMs. So if you want to do that, you can. I wouldn't like super advise it, but it is a way to possibly get some new subscribers. So I don't know how many subscribers I got from doing that. I do know that a lot of people loved what I dropped, the link that I dropped, and then some people would respond and tell me that they were subscribed. So it might have helped me out with maybe 25 to 50 subscribers, but every subscriber counts. Now, some of the biggest link drops I did were actually on Facebook. Like I said, social media is going to be your best friend. You have to get into social media if you're going to be a content creator. It's just how you enable yourself to be a content creator. Like, you have to do it. So what I did was, on Facebook, I would go into nail groups like Nail Ideas. I would go into the Nail Tech Room. These are big nail tech groups on Facebook, and like I said, this video is really geared toward anybody who is a content creator. So look up your own genre on Facebook and go inside of those groups and do what I'm about to say. And I went into nail groups and I would post a picture, and sometimes I would post like a YouTube thumbnail of the picture with my set or whatever I did in there, and above the link. Some groups allow it and some groups do not, but most of the groups, as far as nail techs, you can go in there and drop links. So what I was doing pretty much was dropping a link connected to my photo, and I would also go in the groups and I would search keywords like YouTube, and I would look up people who were asking about things to find on YouTube, and I would drop my personal link in those posts. So say you search YouTube and somebody is asking about have you seen this acrylic powder on YouTube before, or YouTube reviews. People would just ask certain keywords about YouTube, and if they did, I would go on that post and I would drop a link to my YouTube channel. If I did a review on, say, Dynamic Nail Supply, and somebody was in those nail groups commenting about Dynamic Nail Supply, or it could be any brand. If I have a video about something that they are commenting about, I would drop that link to that specific video on their post, and I already know that they're interested in it because they're talking about it. So that would be a good way to get people to view your videos and get your views up. Also, if they like what they see, they will subscribe. So that is another way to get your subscriber count up. So I actually left like the biggest detail about content out of the video, which is crazy, but you guys, you have to make content. Like, you have to put up multiple videos per week to get your algorithm going for YouTube, you guys. Like, you have to make content or you're just not going to be seen. You're not going to be seen on YouTube. So put as many videos as you can out. Make sure that the content is quality and go for it. So it is actually a proven fact that the more videos you put out, the better your algorithm is going to be on the YouTube platform, you guys. So I promise you, push mad videos out. Now, don't make 1,000 boring videos because we don't want to see that. But make sure that you are pushing some good content out that we want to see. Make sure that you are posting as much as you can. Make sure the content is quality. And good luck. So number 2 is engagement. Now, I kind of touched on this already, but I want to hit on it again. So if you are somebody who has a hard time with talking through your videos, or you just don't know what to say, that is something that you may need to plan out further before you decide to do your voiceover or record your videos. It might be actually easier for you to record the video and then do a voiceover over top of that video. That way you can get some time to actually sit down and figure out what exactly you're gonna say, when you're gonna say it, and not have too much blank airspace on your video. Things like that can make people click out. There are a lot of people, if I was to do a poll today, majority of people are going to want to hear you talk on your YouTube channel versus just having a video that is just showing them what you're doing. A lot of people like to hear your voice and like to hear you talk throughout videos. So that is something that you need to learn to do. I know a lot of people are very shy when it comes to the camera, or they just don't even want to talk, let alone be on the camera. So that is something that you may need to work on. And I do advise that you talk throughout your videos versus just posting videos with no voiceover, just music, because it kind of does get boring depending on the content that you're putting out. If you are having trouble like with different things to talk about, or you just don't feel like your videos are that informative, maybe talk about life, like talk about your life. You can talk about just different topics, you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be about what you're doing in the video. A lot of the times I have story time, I talk about my son, I talk about my wife, I talk about different things while I'm doing nails. So it doesn't always have to be pertaining to what you are doing in the video. If this is about something like what I do, which is nails, it's a little easier to venture off and talk about other topics while they are watching what you're doing, versus like if I had a tech company channel and I had to talk about specific things like iPhone or computers or stuff like that. That would be a little more detailed and you would have to stay on topic of what you're talking about. So don't be scared to make your videos a little longer, but make sure that you are planning it out to where you're subscribers are not going to get bored. That is going to help you build up your watch time very, very fast. I promise you guys, like, it's going to help you tremendously building up your watch time. People like to know about you. So if you have a channel where you can do stuff like that, then go ahead and try it. The third thing is definitely going to have to be investing. Now, I know a lot of people who are just starting off on YouTube do not have the money to spend on different things, like from equipment to products. It's just not feasible, especially with the pandemic just now being over, and really it's not even completely over. People are still stuck in it a little bit. So I do understand. However, you are going to have to make a way to give your subscribers what they want. So what I suggest that you do as far as investing is definitely invest in a quality camera. Now, I use my iPhone 13 Pro. That is what I've used since day one. I actually had the 10 in my first few videos, and then I upgraded to the 13 Pro, and that is what I'm on right now. So I also have a mic that goes to it, a Rode mic. So that helps me out with clarity of my voice in my videos. Now, I do have everything linked in my Amazon storefront. If you are looking to check out what equipment I use for my videos, that is in the description box below. I also have a tripod that I invested in to record when I am filming nails. I have an overhead tripod. So those are just some of the basic things that you will need just starting out if you are looking to record videos like this, or to record videos doing nails and have really good quality. Now, the reason why I hit on good quality is because me personally, if I look at a video and the quality is trash, even if it's something that I really want to see, I am not going to watch that video. I will click out of that video if the quality is trash. I do not want to hear a whole bunch of crazy stuff in the background. I do not want to look at a blurry screen. I don't want to look at a screen that is like really dark and the lighting isn't good. Now, granted, my lighting is not the best today because I'm in my living room and it's super, super late and I just didn't feel like setting everything up. However, I make sure that everything else is on point, and I do the best that I can with what I have. I also use a ring light for my videos. I've had that ring light for years, you guys. I used to do makeup about almost 5 years ago, and I still have that ring light. So if you are looking to really invest and really get what you need, and you feel like this is going to be full time for you, I do recommend that you get those main things that I just mentioned just starting out. And like I said, everything is linked in my Amazon storefront for you to go check that out. Investments can deal with like your supplies that you need to create content. For me, it was definitely about just getting different products from other companies, and that is expensive, you guys. So I know it can get a little expensive, but you have to understand that when you are doing, this is catering towards nails, but when you are doing nails and you want to do like all these extravagant reviews and that type of content for your channel, try to look for these newly discovered brands or up and coming brands. Those are usually going to be on the cheaper side of the acrylic powder spectrum if you are trying to go that route. I do suggest that you do basic reviews. Do reviews on Amazon finds. Do reviews on Shein stuff. Do reviews on cheap acrylics that work well. Do reviews on acrylics that you may know that aren't gonna work well, and you just want to put it out there for people to see that they don't work that great and it's something that you wouldn't recommend buying. Also, you can buy stuff from Amazon, and if you don't like it, return it. So do what you will with that. You can do reviews on acrylic powders from Amazon, and if you don't like the powder, then send it back. And you can tell your subscribers that you did not enjoy the powder, give your review on that, and that is how you can work around the price point of different products. And if you can't afford it, then that is a way to get a video out and then send it back. The last thing that I actually want to say is engage with your subscribers. This is something that you would think is so like duh, like common sense, but really it's not. I get on a lot of channels and there's just a lot of people and a lot of content creators that don't even like really respond back to you. Not saying that I go on other people's channels and like always say stuff that I need a response to, but I do see a lot of comments from other people who are subscribed to those channels, and that content creator or that YouTuber is not responding back to anything, and it's been months since they posted that video and they still have not responded back to it. So make sure that you are engaging with your subscribers. Make sure that you are always answering their questions. I personally try to answer every question that I get. Now I know it's going to be harder the more subscribers that I get, but that's part of your job. If you want this to be your job, then make it your job and make it a point to keep engagement with your subscribers, because honestly, you would not be here without them. That is a number one thing that I would say that's like at the top of my list almost, just because I feel like people notice that. I noticed that when I wasn't on YouTube and I would go on other people's pages and try to get some interaction or get something answered from them. So just make sure that you're responding back. Make sure that if you can't respond back to them individually, then try to respond back in a video later for the whole group. And that is a way that you can respond back and answer some questions as a whole instead of doing each individual. But just make sure that they know that they are heard and they are seen. But yeah, you guys, I hope this video was pretty helpful, and if you have any more questions gearing towards this video, let me know down below, and I promise that I will answer the next video, or I might even make a part 2 to this to give a little bit more information and go a little deeper in depth. But I will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Bye.